Wow. Delivery. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that on there. Wow. Delivery. Must be strong. Let's have a look at this. Oh wow, I'm going to try this on. Oh wow. That looks better than the other one. The other ones I think is a little bit fraction too small. Oh, this one's got long arms. Oh yeah, I like that. It's got long arms. The other one doesn't have long arms. It's short sleeved. Oh, this fits like a glove. That's how it should fit. Oh yeah. Wow. THX. Lucasfilm Limited. THX sound system. Wow. And it's got was it the audience is listening on the back, I think. It's got the audience is listening. Oh yeah, this fits like a glove. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. Which size is it? Extra large. I think the other one's just a bit shorter, a bit smaller. Wow. The audience is listening. Wow. Oh yeah, I like the chrome look. I like the way Lucasfilm Limited. So you don't see that on products now because it's gone from private. 2000 it went private. And it's creative audio, creative sound something. And then it got sold off and then went to Razer. It's not the same anymore. It just says THX now, doesn't it? And the Lucasfilm THX. I'm surprised I haven't got one. What do you call it? TAP, the theatre alignment program. So I wonder if they have got T-shirts of that. THX TAP, the theatre alignment program. Oh well, that's nice. I'll probably put that on next time I go out on the bike with my cat. Not today. I'm waiting for other deliveries to arrive. A few things where I'm going to make myself a binaural dummy head, a lot cheaper than the ones that are being sold out there, which were absolutely the prices are absolutely absurd. But the basics and the principles are very simple. So I've got silicon ear. I've got a dummy head coming that's going to be I'm going to be modifying. I'll use a soldering iron to cut some holes, and I can fit some other silicon ears that I've ordered. And I've got to put some holes into those silicon ears and then place the microphones carefully, and I'll probably use maybe a bit of hot glue on it, and then put a bag inside the dummy head and then fill it with sand, so it won't resonate, won't have any minimized resonation. So if you would tap on it, it'll sound hollow, won't it? So make it absorbed, sort of. 3.5mm jacks to fit on the microphone thing. So hopefully those should plug into the audio mixer. Hopefully it should work with the. If it doesn't, then I've got to find an alternative around that for the microphones to work with the REW Room EQ Wizard. So I could use two REWs, one for channel A, one for channel B, and then and then use the dummy head to use for RTA calibration, because of the way the ear, the shape, the way we hear, and the way we move, I tilt and orientate when we're listening to pink noise. Yeah, I suppose another project would be okay, but I don't know how you make one. Pretty complicated because you'd need something like a 3D printer. I've got no experience. So it's better to have someone with experience with a 3D printer to make like a sphere, and it's got to be detachable. It's the spear's got to come apart because you got to be fit, say, I don't know, 32 microphones into it. And then you got to figure out the rest of the wiring as well, which is a bit complicated. But probably be able to do something like that a lot cheaper than the ones that are sold, which are, well, I can understand they want to make a profit on something, but flipping expensive. And a microphone a microphone's a microphone, and there are very good capsule little microphones that are very good specifications, and they don't cost that much. You know. Or push come to shove, just use what microphones you got. Have one pointing forward, one pointing towards the back, one pointing upward, one pointing downward. Yeah, it's easy to get a bundle of microphone and put them, and then when you look at the pink noise on the RTA, and you look at the microphone that's pointing towards the rear, and you look at the frequency curve on, particularly on the high frequencies, it's going to pick up the low frequencies, so regardless, as well as the other mics that pick up, but it's how they're picking up on the high frequencies and how the high frequency RTA is being represented. It's like, I think, okay, but when you still have that cluster, you could move those microphones over this side. That's not easy. That is not easy at all. It's easy to have it in a 32, like a little spear, and then you can easily then move that spear around because you got clusters of microphones with that long and XLR leads everywhere. Oh, it is not easy because the goal is to see whether the frequency response is like, and do I EQ that or do I not EQ that? Where there's a peak or there's a dip, and then you think, I wonder if that dip is legitimate. Oh, move the microphones. Oh, that dip comes up. Oh, right. Yeah, it's a case of combination of that. Because when you look at the speaker close up with the microphone close up to the speaker, particularly HF horns, they're all different slightly from horn to horn, and they need to be adjusted until they give a flat response. And then once you've got all that dialed in with the EQ, then you can have a secondary EQ to give it an elevated lift so that you can perceive anything above 8,000 kilohertz, 10, 12, 15, 16, 18 kilohertz, and you can just barely notice the pinching sound of that high frequency, though that sound would be played at a relatively higher SPL level than normal, because it's complicated. When you go down to the other frequencies, 8 kilohertz, 4, 2 and 1 kilohertz, those tones are easy to hear. They're easy to hear because of the way the Fletcher-Munson curve and the way our frequency roll off is with our own hearing. It rolls off. Then you got an amplifier that might roll off high frequency a little bit, so there's another factor being added. Then you got the speaker response when measuring, and it's also the microphone as well. So there's a lot of factors there to say whether you can hear that sine wave tone above 8,000 kilohertz easily. Yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling, so that's the project thing coming today. Do that. I'm just relaxing. I'll probably go on the bike tomorrow. If I haven't got any other delivery, probably go on the bike tomorrow. Plus, I think the weather's a bit cooler tomorrow than it is today. I think it's a little bit warmish today. I don't want to chance that because I don't want to collapse on the beach again. And my legs didn't feel very good. Walking up the stairs earlier, I felt very sluggish. And it could be partly to the medication because, again, I took the medication around about just before 7, or was it just after? I think it was just after 7 o'clock. Just after 7 o'clock. And it's just gone past 1 o'clock. I think again I'm looking at a lapse, something between like a 6 hour. Between somewhere 6 hours, there's some combination with the medication and my heart fluctuation. There's something there that's saying basically relax between these hours and then start moving around.